Hi, you guys. Uh, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible so that you guys will take the time to listen to it. This is more important than I think anything that's been said out there. Okay? So, anyway, before I go any further, let me make this clear. I support what the tribes are doing in Dakota. I support what the Bundys and other ranchers have been doing and still are trying to pursue. Uh, I support all of those things, but there's a bigger issue here at stake. And this is what all of you guys, I call them special interest groups, whether it's the Native American Indians uh, and some of their issues, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's gay, LGBT issues, whatever those are. Those are specific uh, issues. And in a real live situation, they do have their uh, place. But this is what you all have to understand. You have to understand it now. Okay. In the background here, I've got the Bundy Ranch protest running, and I've got the protest going on in Dakota right now. And here's the issue, you guys. If maybe you'll win out there in Dakota. Maybe the ranchers might eventually win. You have to remember that over the past 8 years, actually fairly closely, you've had the situation where the Navajos in Colorado and the chemicals dumped into the river. I believe it's the Comanches down in Arizona. Them trying to take over sacred lands down there. So this isn't a issue of any particular group of people. They're happening all over the United States. But before I get too in depth into anything, this is what you need to do right now, or after you listen to this video. Okay, go out and Google. I don't know, you can go to YouTube, whatever, but Google Agenda 21 for Dummies. Okay, and nobody's calling you a dummy. It's a fast lesson in what Agenda 21 represents. All of you have to do that. You have to familiarize yourself with what Agenda 21 is. And once you do that, you'll understand why out in Dakota, out at the Bundy Ranch, down in Oregon, before the ranchers were arrested down there and before they killed Lavoy Finicum, murdered him. This was all done with some of them were state patrol or whatever, but the majority of them they call them contractors. For those of you that don't know, that's mercenary. And mercenaries hire out to the highest bidder. Okay, they don't care about your spiritual lands. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything. They don't even care about the United States. Nothing. They're paid to do a job, and if it's put their dogs on you, they're going to put the dogs on you. If it's shoot you, they're going to shoot you. Period. And when you understand what Agenda 21 is, here's the issue. When you understand Agenda 21 and you understand what the New World Order is, and these aren't conspiracy theories, these are facts, admitted facts. You can find it all over the place now. And in fact, most of it's not even being denied anymore, okay? But this is the primary thing that you need to understand is part of Agenda 21. Now it's called 2030. It doesn't matter what they call it anymore. They've moved it up. It's happening right now. It's happening all over the place. Whether it's hitting your locale yet or not, it will. But it's affecting us. It's affecting the whole world. Okay? And once you understand that agenda, then I'm looking at my time. I'm trying to keep this low. Once you understand Agenda 21, you'll understand that the plan is to exterminate 92% of the population of the earth. Now, if you don't understand that, that's all of us. And so we have to come together, all of us. I don't care what your issues are, any of that stuff. We have to come together and save this country. All of us here. We're all Americans, and the issues that we have separately are separate issues. They can be dealt with, but they can't be dealt with if you're dead, okay? They can't be dealt with if the New World Order comes in and takes over this country. And for you Native American Indians, which I'm one, you need to understand your sovereignty doesn't mean squat in that situation. In fact, I have a personal belief that the American Native population will be some of the first that are destroyed because they're easily accessible. They're already on. You're on reservations. You're easy target, if for lack of a better word. We have to come together and we have to fight this evil off, because it doesn't matter what river or what stream you save. It doesn't matter about your sacred grounds. None of that matters. It doesn't matter if inequality exists for you. Black Lives Matters, which I don't necessarily agree with, but if there's inequality, those things can be taken care of, but they can't if you're dead. They can't be taken care of if you're enslaved or being tortured. All of that is in Agenda 21. No conspiracy here. It's all readable. You have to understand that. So I'm not putting down what the different groups are doing or protesting, except that that's a picture within a picture, if you understand what I'm saying. The big picture, if it disappears, so does everything else. Okay? You have to understand that. We all have to work together here. There are ranchers from most of you know this, from Oregon that were actually part of it, are Bundys, and they're not all Bundys, but they're in prison right now. They've been incarcerated without trial, anything. Some of them are being abused. That could be any one of us. That may be some of you out there in Dakota very soon. Somebody out there may wind up being another Lavoy Finicum. If he's shooting his mouth off too far, they'll kill him. They had no problem doing it. You can go on YouTube and watch the murder of Lavoy Finicum. That was a total ambush. And they killed him, and they did it right in plain sight. Okay? You need to understand, New World Order is already basically taken over. That's why they're getting so bold with this stuff. The other thing that I have to say here, I know it's gonna piss some of you off or whatever, but American Native Indians, Black Lives Matter, all of you guys, if you do not understand Agenda 21 and understand that nothing that you do here is going to make any difference if this nation falls, and it's falling right now, none of this is going to make any difference. You have to understand that, and you have to help us all. We all have to help each other. We've got to stop this. Okay? And my warning is to you that it's not what you're doing is wrong or bad or anything. It's a matter of priorities right now. And if we don't save this country, it doesn't matter what happens in Dakota. I hope you get that. Or in Ferguson or any place else. It doesn't matter. And here's the other issue with it. Right now, all of you guys, the majority of you guys, with these that I've mentioned, the majority of you are voting Democrat. You voted for Obama twice, and now you're getting ready to vote for Hillary. And these are the people that are running the Agenda 21 and the New World Order. They're spearheading it. They're puppets, but they're doing it. And there are, don't get me wrong, there's Republicans that are doing that too. The difference is that Trump isn't owned by any of those people. He's the best shot we've got right now. But here's the thing. A lot of you American Native Indians think you won one. You think Obama announced that he's killing the pipeline, right? You think that's for you. Now we go back to the big picture. This has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your water, your sacred lands, none of it. It has to do with destroying the economy of the United States, and this is just one leg of it. Has nothing to do with you. But it looks like it. Looks like he helped you, doesn't it? So guess what you're doing? You're going to turn around and try to vote for him, or in this case, Hillary, in November. You've been sold out, man, and you don't get it. And the reason why you don't get it is because most of you aren't even aware. But this is the time you have to wake up and you have to understand these things. I can't put it any better. I have no reason to lie to any of you. I know it's coming. I've had the time to research it, and now it's in your face. I mean, anybody that denies there's nothing going on here is really not paying attention, because it's all over the place now. It's all over the world now. And we're in big trouble, and I'm just begging you guys, all of you, understand there's a bigger picture than these issues. And again, I'm telling you, I'm not putting you down for those things. I'm not saying they're non-issues. They're non-issues if this country falls, because it won't matter. And I'm telling you the truth. If you understand Agenda 21 and the New World Order, they don't give a damn about anything that you think. They're going to kill all of us. This isn't some conspiracy theory. It's in writing, you guys. And it's here. They're getting ready to totally annihilate the elections. They're getting ready to totally disarm the United States, because the United States is the only thing that stands between the New World Order and controlling the whole world. You got to get that. You have to understand that. Okay? Anyway. Oh, shoot, man. I went way over. Please, please, please go to that website and familiarize yourself with Agenda 21, and you'll understand that what's going on in Dakota, on the ranches, in Arizona, Colorado, is nothing. They don't even care. Even state of Oregon, they're the first anyway. They're claiming they own the rainwater that comes down. There's a guy in prison right now because he was collecting rainwater, and it's against the law. And some of you, especially American Indians, you know who Russell Means is? Go back and listen to him. He talks about how the Native American Indians were put on the reservations, and it was by restricting their food. That ring a bell anywhere? GMOs and can't buy seeds except through Monsanto. This type of thing. But destroying their food, their water, and their ability to travel. Period. Those are the bottom three things in anybody that's trying to take over another nation. Okay? And they're doing it here. They're just doing it quietly and making up crap as they go. And half you guys are believing it because you don't know they have an agenda, and they've written about it. They put it down. All you got to do is go read it. So anyway, I'm begging you, familiarize yourself with Agenda 21, and you're going to understand why they're doing what they're doing, and why they don't give a damn what your issue is. Because in their book, when they take over, it doesn't matter what your issue is. Do you understand that? You need to. And you better think about, I don't even know if we'll make it that far, you guys, but because I'm sure that they in some way want to kill Trump, because he stands against everything they believe in. And if you listen to the guy, you'll understand that he's not prejudiced. He's not against Mexicans, and he's not against women and all the things these lying press has given you. Look at what the press is doing right now with Dakota. Total blackout. They're not saying nothing about it. The only place you're getting information about that is here online. Okay? The media is bought off. The only information you get from them is what these puppets want you to know and to believe. That's all you're getting out of them. And you need to understand that. They've lied about everything about Trump. And I'm not here to sell Trump, but I'm telling you, he's the only, if we make it that far, he's the only shot we have of saving this country. And that's all of it. I love you guys. Listen to what I'm saying. It's the most important thing in your life and your family's life. Bye.